We also reached out to Northland lawmakers tonight. Democratic Senator Tina Smith of Minnesota drawing attention to the potential increases to health care premiums as well for folks here in the Northland, and claiming Republicans are refusing to negotiate. Meanwhile, Republican House Majority Whip Tom Emmer of Minnesota focusing on the impact the shutdown will have and claiming Democrats are refusing to keep the government running.
Republicans who are in charge of the House and the Senate and the White House have so far refused to negotiate with Democrats to figure out how to lower health insurance premiums. In the Duluth area, we think that people on average are going to see their monthly premiums go up by about $180. In some cases, people are going to see their premiums triple.
The reason the government is shut down this morning is because the Democrats decided they would rather hold our government hostage and issue a $1.5 trillion ransom note of radical demands and then instead of joining us as we try to govern.
The subsidies that Senator Smith was talking about there don't expire until the end of the year. What does this ongoing shutdown mean for the Northland, though? Well, our Sabrina Ullman has more on the direct impacts that we can expect.
You know, here we are again as federal employees being kicked around as a political football.
With the fight over the nation's budget divided by party lines, federal employees are caught in the middle.
There will be a fallout impact on the level of services and the quality of service that the American public receives.
Ruark Hotopp is the National Vice President of the American Federation of Government Employees, the largest union for federal workers. He says there's a constant threat of a shutdown.
The federal government operates on a fiscal year starting October 1st. Which is why every September we're talking about this. Generally, what happens is Congress will pass some sort of Band-Aid package that will fund the government temporarily to a certain deadline. And then at that deadline, we're talking about a government shutdown again.
The last shutdown lasted 35 days, ending in January of 2019.
It gets really tricky with these government shutdowns because there are essential services that have to be provided. So those employees are ordered to work, but they do it without compensation.
As many as 4 million federal employees could go without a paycheck.
Our folks are trying to figure out how they're going to find their next meals.
Those not employed by the government will also feel the impact.
We're just thinking about how do we deal with it and how do we make sure that our continuum of services can move forward as clearly as possible.
Duluth Public Schools Superintendent John Magus says the district is in a good place to keep services going during the shutdown.
We have money that can be used as contingency for any of the spending that needs to take place. For instance, with our Head Start programming, we have our general fund, so we'll be drawing from our general fund during the time period that the government is shut down so we can keep our Head Start open. Most of the other services are still able to function because it's not a direct flow through of federal money. But we need to keep an eye on it because there's likely to be a slowing of release of money for different things.
There may be issues with not being able to get information from the Department of Education or the Office of Civil Rights while they are closed. Magus is worried about the impact a shutdown will have on the families in the district.
Thinking about pay for some of our family members and things of that nature, but also thinking about our historically underserved students who might not be affected by the WIC, Women, Infants, and Children food programming, and as well as the SNAP food programming. And so making sure that our students and families have those basic needs covered, it's a concern for us.